First item for a proclamation, or recognition rather, of the Donnadine Miller Historic Preservation Award. Senior Planner Bob Mathen will present that.
Yes, Mr. Mayor. So awards are given annually to the property that promotes pride in the city's past and increased awareness and appreciation for buildings that continue to the history and the character of New Smyrna Beach. Buildings that are 50 years old or older or sites associated with a historic event are eligible for this award. So the city created the Historic Preservation Award back in 2002. In 2009, the award program was renamed in memory of Donnadine Miller, who was an active volunteer and member of the community. Ms. Miller has served as chair of the Historic New Smyrna Beach Preservation Commission. She also worked as an amateur archaeologist and participated in numerous events and activities. So on May 12th, 2021, the Historic New Smyrna Beach Preservation Commission recommended a winner for this year's award. And so the winner of the 2021 Donnadine Miller Memorial Historic Preservation Award goes to 210 Palmetto Street, which is the owners were Mr. Randy Herman and Miss Angeline Bretta Herman, and I believe they're here tonight to accept that award.
To talk. First, I want to thank the city for this wonderful award, and it's so exciting, not just for us, because the competition was really stiff, so we really appreciate that you singled out our house amongst so many other good ones. But I just want to make 3 points about historic preservation. One is there's a myth that restoring a historic house is constraining. You're confined by paint color, all kinds of things, when in fact, actually, we found it to be pretty creative. So for folks that are hesitant, it really is a creative process. And as you can see by the house, it really did turn out really well. The second thing is house restoration is full of surprises, both costly and otherwise. Just one example is when we took up some floorboards and the stairs, we found a child's shoe and did some research. And at the turn of the century, it was not uncommon to put a child's shoe in the floorboard for posterity. So it was kind of interesting, but a little...
That's cool.
Yeah.
But creepy.
Yeah, it was a little creepy, but interesting. Other surprises, like in the middle of a storm, we sprung a massive roof leak, and a lot of the work we had done got, taken down, so we had to start over. But I would like to thank the amazing resources that we have in our community. Stephen Hilliard, all about construction, worked tireless and redesigned the structure and did a lot of research to make sure the balconies were like they were originally, which is hard because a lot of the pictures that we have in our historic in the museum are not labeled, so it's hard to find out which house is which. Second, Curtis Hughes was the guy that came to the rescue when the roof went. And you find some amazing people. My neighbor, Nicholas Gear, who is an amazing carpenter, had an ability to do window restoration. As it turns out, most of the windows in the house are the originals. Considering the number of hurricanes, it is amazing that those glass windows stayed. So we are grateful for all those people. And I think there is a real core of people in our community that really believe in historic preservation and have the skills. And then I must also comment on Bob and the planning department and the building department with permitting. Permitting can often be a nightmare, and they really worked with us well. And the last point, is there a certain amount of urgency? I do believe there is. Just recently, 2 streets from us were torn down. Both owners paid well over $1 million. Both houses were really amazing places that could have been restored. So there is a sense of urgency because not everybody sees the value in that. So I think whatever supports the city can give in relation to incentives, working with county, state, and even federal, and supporting the local establishment of the local historic district. Because I do think it is what we talk about when we talk about the charm of New Smyrna Beach. So thank you all very much for this honor.
Thank you. And again, congratulations on the award. Good job.